Hi, Coach Chris, Coach Diego from Kaizen Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai. What we're going to be working on today is a beginner video on how to hold Thai pads. Thai pads is a lot like holding focus mitts with some differences, and we're going to teach you how to hold for the kick as well. So first thing, when I'm holding Thai pads, I want to make sure that I keep everything in front of my face, especially for the punches. So I want my shoulders to be in line behind the pad. I don't want to hold the pads out. When I do that and he hits, it's going to rock my shoulder back, and this can expose my shoulder to danger. I also want to make sure that I hit into his punches, because if I don't, that can send my shoulder back as well, especially as he hits harder. So the pads are in front of my face, and I hit into him to create some feedback and keep my shoulder from being put into a bad position. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw a jab straight right now, so you can see me keeping these in front of my face and hitting into them. So very simple, one more time. Good. Now holding for the hook or any of the horizontal elbows, anything like that, you might have to turn the pad more, especially for the actual hook as a punch. You're just going to turn the pad, hold it in front of your face, and you're going to hit into it as well. So to show that, we're going to go just with the hook at first. So you see it's right in front of my face. And then I want to show you that off the jab straight hook. Jab straight hook. Good. Now, holding for kicks. So when I hold for kicks, what I want to do is I want to twist my body, brace my core, because as people kick harder and harder, you can start to get rocked. So brace my core, push the corners of the Thai pad together, and then as this kick comes up, I'm going to drive into it. Some people don't feel like they have enough mobility here to begin with, so you can switch your feet. Remember, he doesn't hit until I'm ready for him to hit. So I don't show him the pads until I'm ready. Then he hits. So it's quicker to go this way, but you may feel more comfortable with turning your body and your feet. So showing how to hold for that, I'm going to hold for his switch kick. And you'll see how I push into it. The other thing is my pads are not down like this. They're like this, okay? This creates a situation where he has to kick up. That's not a realistic kick. So I want to make sure I turn them this way for a more realistic kick. And then I go into it. Pressing the corners together and moving into it. One more time. So that's what I want to do for the body kick, which is the majority of kicks you're going to throw, especially in the beginner series. The other kick you might find is the low kick, especially the rear leg low kick. For that, what I recommend is taking the pad, bending your knee, placing weight into your leg, and putting the pad onto your thigh. So he's going to throw the rear leg low kick right there. Go ahead and throw again. And you'll see how I lean into it for some of the shock. That's how I would recommend for the rear leg low kick off the Thai pads. What we're going to do is we're going to do jab, straight, hook, rear leg low kick, so you can see it work into combination. And now we're going to do jab, straight, hook. No, we're going to do straight, hook, straight, and then front leg switch kick. So you see how those all came into combination? And because everything's in front of my face and not very wide, it's very small movements. The last thing I want to talk about is knees. How to hold for knees. There's two ways. I can cover my pads on top of each other. So if I wanted him to throw, I could have him throw a knee. Covering the pads on top of each other. Some people feel comfortable there. Or I can do just one pad, and I want to try to make my elbow hit his knee. So in other words, this part of the pad. So he throws, and I brace my core, and I just lean in. Going on this side. This way is a little bit faster. So if we did jab, rear knee, or I could do jab, rear knee with double coverage. Okay? Double coverage might make you feel safer. This way is a little bit faster. So those are the main things that I want you to take away from this lesson is everything in front of your face, hit back into the strikes, turn the pad for hooks, accepting kicks, Press the corners together, push in, make sure that your pads are not horizontal, but they're in this kind of diagonal or more vertical hold into it. Rear leg low kick, I like this, and then to lean into it. Some people do this, I don't feel comfortable there. I like to just flip my pad and go here, and then the knees. We can crunch into the knees, or you can double hold for knees. So I hope those help you get started with your Muay Thai journey. Hope to see you soon. Thank you.